Just because the Saudi team is pushing for Ali doesn't mean that he will go. I hope he doesn't go. He's the best keeper in the world. Love your videos. Keep up the good work and good luck. Absolutely, Joshua. And thank you, mate. Lovely comment. Really appreciate you. I'm with you. I don't know what to make of all this, mate. That's the truth. You know, I'd love to hear Alisson come out and go, come on now. This is silliness. I have a contract at Liverpool till 2027 and I'm very happy here because I guarantee you every single one of us are very happy with Alisson Becker. And as you've said in your comment there, Joshua, he's the best keeper in the world. I have no arguments about that at all. And I am very, 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 very much hopeful that there's nothing to this. It's just Saudi looking to, I don't know, attract more players, because I certainly hope there's nothing from Alisson's side. David Lynch and Ornstein have already put down the Alisson to Saudi this morning, Craig. These links have only come out in the last couple of hours though, so it's got nothing to do with them. And look, it's great. I hope that they're putting them down. But you know what I'm getting a picture of? I don't know if this is just me, but all these stories linking the likes of Alisson and Trent and Virgil, maybe even a little bit, and certainly Mohamed Salah. Is anybody else getting the feeling that we're being set up to almost be grateful if we keep players this window? That's my fear, is that there's a few things going around now starting to say that Liverpool's plans now are to stabilise the team and to build going forward. That's not good enough for me, folks, because one thing I'll say to you is our competitors aren't going to sit in their hands. So as of right now, yes, we don't know what's happening, but sometimes you have to read what's been said in the media and maybe what's behind it. And there's been a lot of stuff talking about keeping hold of players. That's great. It's very welcome to keep hold of players that have played a big part in the squad, but we also need to be honest and fill the places in our squad that need filling. And it feels like we could be setting up for a cheap summer, and I hope that isn't the case, because we want to win, we want to be successful. And if Arne Slot is to fail, I hope it's not just because he hasn't been backed enough in the market. You know, I want them to succeed, and I'm sure that the club do as well. So I hope that some of these stories are just a distraction maybe, or a bit of a smoke and mirrors. Say, look over here, well, we're doing something over here. But let's wait and see. I wondered if you guys felt similarly though. Look, one thing I'm never going to back down on is I think our owners are cheap. I'm going to keep saying it because I believe it to be true. And until they go out there and actually bring in that £100 million midfielder like a Declan Rice or a Caicedo, it doesn't really mean much to me that we're putting in offers and stuff. It's about getting these deals over the line and strengthening. We've had enough seasons of either a rolling of the dice or sticking plaster players. I want us to go out there and be surgical. Bring out the 2-3 best players in the 2-3 positions that we think need filling, and no messing about, rolling the dice, looking to the future. Just get the best that we can get, and hopefully get it done quickly, because you don't want the Euros dragging out, the Copa America as well. It's going to be a bit of a broken up summer. Jace Hickman said, I think you hit the nail on the head with the smoke and mirrors, but I believe that Edwards and Hughes will bring people in from out of nowhere. That I totally agree with you on. All the names we speak about in good faith. We go into the media, we find the stories and the links, we bring them here and we have a discussion. But like yourself, I do expect a kind of out of nowhere signing or two to come up with names we haven't spoken about. And I'll be really honest with you, I love when that happens. I love that Liverpool's business is very difficult to unearth or figure out. It's much better than... Well, as a content creator, actually, Manchester United would be a goldmine right now. Jeez, if you were a Manchester United channel, you'd be absolutely creaming it in now with all the stories. And same with Chelsea as well, I guess, with all the managerial stuff. Jordan, Peter Lee Jones said, FSG can't afford a bad window. They no longer have the brilliance of Klopp to turn players into diamonds. This is their time to show how much we actually mean to them. How much do you think that is, mate? Honestly, I have my doubts about FSG and their hunger to win. I think their hunger is to keep driving the value of their asset up. And football clubs have been a goldmine for owners in recent years. You know, Premier League clubs' values are going up and up and up. And for a club that was bought for, 280, 300 million quid is now valued at between 4 and 5 billion. I think they're happy to sit back, and as long as they can keep maybe ticking over in European football and getting that TV revenue in, I feel like they're happy. And that's not good enough for me. I want us to go out and compete. You can't tell us, and I go over this every summer, you can't tell us all year how brilliant we've been with commercial partnerships, with new revenue sources, and all this other stuff, and then just keep crying poor mouth when it comes to say we can't go head to head with the likes of X, Y, or Z for a player. They choose not to. I don't believe that they can't. I believe that they just want bargains and want to do everything on the cheap. And I think they're cheap. And nothing's going to change my view on our owners in that regard. They're cheap. And I feel like what you've said there is correct. Jurgen Klopp did cover over a lot of deficiencies, and maybe they're hoping for the same from Arne Slot, but they do need to be backed. The managers do need to be backed as well to give them a decent chance of success.